Welcome to the channel. I have now been mainly working on my autonomous RC car project, but I'm continuously working on many kind of projects, and old and new. And I'm going to be putting a lot of other videos and shorts and so on about my other projects, more about different topics in trying to educate, give people information and so on. I mean, let's see the direction we'll go to. So this is a radio which I bought some time ago already, and I've been slowly repairing it and putting it back to working condition. This is RCA Victor BP-10. Looks a bit crappy. It's old. This one individual is from slightly before World War II, or in the beginning of the World War II. At least it's made in US, so it's from their point of view before they joined the World War II. Why is this interesting? Well, you can see my hands here. It's small. Why I bought this one. I had the interest because this is a technologically a unique thing. I mean, it's not that rare. You can still buy them, most of them not functioning and some functioning. Back in those days, all the radios were big. They're really big, weighed many, many kilos. Nothing was really portable. Nothing one you could put to a pocket or anything like that. But there was a big change. RCA developed electronics which was small enough size that you could actually make a portable radio. Now, back in the days, I think it was in 1939 or something like that, when they introduced a new type of electronics, meaning they used vacuum tubes at the time instead of semiconductor transistors like we use nowadays, but they were big. So they introduced really small ones. And several other manufacturers, if I understood correctly, also took up on using them and started immediately, just before World War II, making really small portable radios. Why I wanted this one? Because it's from the same manufacturer that made the tubes to begin with. What does it look like? So this was in rather bad condition originally. Pimpled leather. I will do more videos about individual parts, how I'm restoring it. Currently I'm restoring the hinges. This was broken. This looks like a horrible mess. This is by intention. I will tell you in another video what I'm doing here. This is just to show about this one. Looks a bit dusty. This is really, and here's the handle, partly already repaired. So this was really a portable. You could kind of fit it in a big pocket. Let's open this up. So this is what it looks inside. Beautiful shiny. There's the speaker. There you adjust the volume and the tuning of the radio station. And it actually, if I understand correctly, it also shut down and opened with the closing of the lid. As the TVs were pretty much what they were at the time, and major people went to movies, so you could say this was kind of the iPhone of its time. I mean, this wasn't hugely popular due to the fact that the World War II just started. So there wasn't that much sold, but after World War II, of course, with the youth movement of all kind of music like Beatles, Elvis, everything and so on came. I mean, it existed before that too, but you had to have a stationary radio, and they weren't portable. They were kind of military-wise, but they were heavy and not really comfortable. So this was really the iPhone of its time. First one time you had the chance actually just say, take something and carry it with you, go somewhere else to listen to music. So this has suffered a lot. I'm slowly repairing it, and I'm making a lot more videos about its different parts which I repair and observations. I have repaired a lot of and restored a lot of all kind of equipment, radios, cameras, you name it. And I'm not like one of those restorers which saw the perfect, like how they do from end to beginning. Many of these projects which I do because I'm interested in the engineering, I try to do with them with the engineer's precision, selection of correct materials, tools, everything. So I'm not doing them fast. Some of them can take several years just to find the correct material for some parts that's missing. So it's not fast. And I'm also doing for the fun of restoring old things and seeing what technology has provided different decades. Okay, let's look inside. This is one of the coolest parts. Hold on. So, this is the backplate. You can see RCA, important notice, softening cushion. This is actually new, but it's exactly the same material as was used in the 1930s. Here's original papers, replaced parts and so on, and battery information, just like it would be nowadays. And let's look inside. So here it's what it looks inside. There's some coils, some stuff which is broken I need to repair, other stuff which is basically leaked. Key point is these vacuum tubes. These ones all the way there. These are the reason why this was a game changer, this radio. From really the previous ones, generation was big enough, they won't fit inside here, let alone so many. So these were the transistors of the time, which you now find in every radio, computer, which is now of course semiconductor, not anymore inside a vacuum tube. So these were the reason why things started going smaller. And these are the reason why you were young, you wanted to listen to the latest music, whatever it was, jazz, I don't know. You had a chance to take your radio out with you and go and listen in the field with your friends. Wasn't so easy before that. So this was really revolutionary to have these moments. And this was used in other radios too. You can see the RCA still. Whether or not these work, I pray that they work, but you can actually still buy these tubes. I don't know if it's from the same manufacturer anymore, but you can buy I think almost every one of these tubes. You can still buy new. There are still applications where they don't prefer to use semiconductors. They use this vacuum tube. So yeah, there are a lot of other parts here that need maybe more dire repair. I mean, these don't necessarily go bad at all. I have now concentrated more on the exterior parts, one by one replacing things and repairing these things that have broken. Let's put the cover back on. Sorry about the bad angle. Yeah, my tripod doesn't bend very well. Okay, this one goes there, clicks in place. So, and the leather, it looked better new. This is just ravishes of time. And this is not real leather. This is something that at least they used to call leatherette. So it's fake leather all the time. There are different variations of this, like I think there was like papers that was printed to look like leather. This is most likely the type where they had a fabric. You can see the lines of the fabric still there. And they printed black paint on it to make it look like leather. Well, unlike leather, well, this one doesn't survive well against time, but it's still original. These hinges, they were broken, which often tends to happen in devices made out of certain materials. I will make a definitely separate video about this. So how to repair old, well, plastic kind of at the time. And I will show you parts of the process, how it's going on. Yeah, thank you for watching, and be expecting a lot of more other different technical type of shorts, other projects which I'm doing. Like I said, there's a lot more. Part of my career, part of hobby and so on, what I'm doing. Not only these two. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like.